Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, bringing you guys and gals Hunter x Hunter. The glory be Hunter x Hunter. Hunter, yeah, chapter 351 review. This chapter, whoa, did not see that coming. You see, I was so preoccupied with Kurapika and going to the Dark Continent, or at least the outskirts of the human world for this maiden voyage. Then, of course, the Princes of Kakin. Then, of course, Jin Freaks, Pariston, Doan, Beyond the Tarot. I was so preoccupied with all of this, I forgot about wee little old Chrollo, Lucifer, and Hisoka. And holy shit, it's going down. This fight is a fight of legend. It's a fight of, like, epic proportions, man. People have been waiting for this for a while. And considering the fact that we've had hiatus after hiatus after hiatus, the anticipation of this battle, this long overdue battle, has only built. Now, what I will say is that even though it's surprising, it seems very abrupt. Because, again, we're in the midst of all this stuff involving Kurapika and going to the Dark Continent and whatnot. And here we are all of a sudden getting Hisoka versus Chrollo. It's kind of like, what? Like, in Heaven's Arena, no less. Apparently, both Chrollo, well, Hisoka, yeah, but Chrollo is apparently a floor master of Heaven's Arena. Holy shit, did not see this coming at all. So, when it comes to the overall, like, where this fight is structured pacing-wise, to the overall story, I find it a little bit odd, honestly. Because, again, we had all this stuff going on when it comes to the Princes of Kakin, when it comes to Kurapika, when it comes to Leoria, when it comes to Zodiac 12, when it comes to Jin, when it comes to Doan, when it comes to Pariston. There was all this stuff going on, and then boom, Chrollo versus Hisoka right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? And I was kind of like, I mean, you caught me with my pants down, but let me just pull them back up and I'll get ready. Shit. Because, and so that's the way I feel. Like, it's shocking, and it's awesome, but I'm like, given what was happening in the previous chapters, even like a year plus ago, I'm kind of like, this is a bit random, but I'll take it because it's something that I want to see for a very long time. So now let me get started with the actual chapter review. It's actually not that particularly like long. There's not that much dialogue at all. So let's start here. When it comes to the pacing, when it comes to the chapter structure, all it is focusing on the Hisoka versus Chrollo fight, with dialogue talking about powers, and also dialogue pertaining to, I guess, the events that have been unfolding between Hisoka and Chrollo, or what Chrollo's been doing ever since, like, Greed Island. So the dialogue here, it is nowhere near extensive as previous chapters, not even close. Not even remotely close. So in this case, when it comes to the pacing, again, because it's not so dialogue heavy, it's a lot less strenuous. And I'm going to use strenuous because, again, a lot of folks do complain about how there's so much dialogue in one chapter. And so now we're focusing more so on Hisoka analyzing Chrollo's abilities, not vice versa. At least not yet. So overall pacing, I thought was good. Now, when it comes to the story progression, I mean, in of itself, this entire chapter is a massive leap to something else. And it's huge in the sense that not only do we get confirmation that the judgment chain because he can use Nen, simply by using Nen, we now know that Kurapika's judgment chain that he placed on Chrollo is gone. Therefore, after Greed Island, when Hisoka got that one Nen exorcist, I forgot what his name was, but the black dude. So the black dude, I'm assuming he removed the curse on Chrollo. Now, what happened to the black guy, I have no idea. But we now know that after Greed Island, not only was the Nen removed on Chrollo, but it looks like for the past some odd few months or whatever, Chrollo has been dodging Hisoka for a while. And it looks like he did so to actually acquire new Nen abilities, and he even at some point went to go and find Shalnark, and he took his black voice Nen ability. I mean, I guess in this case he lent it to him because they're still members of the Phantom Troop, so he's probably like, listen, Hisoka wants to fight, he won't stop chasing me, so let me borrow your ability so I can use it against Hisoka, and then we can move on after he's dead. That's my guess, but still, like, we don't see it. But we know it happened because he's using the black voice ability of Shalnark. He has the phone, he has the antenna, he used the antenna on the referee. And since it's a death battle, apparently even the referee's fair game. So he controls the referee, and so the referee and Chrollo kind of like tag team Hisoka, and then it goes on from there. So, which I'll get to real soon. But the fact of the matter here is that when it comes to what we haven't seen, when it comes to the off-screen stuff, it is, once again, Chrollo being chased by Hisoka. After he got his Nen back, Hisoka wanted to fight, obviously. The man loves fighting. Chrollo apparently said no up until today. And the main reason why it was because, again, he was gathering Nen abilities. And also, during that time frame, he was probably honing his Nen skill as well, the Bandit Secret. Because now he's also attained something else when it comes to the Bandit Secret ability. And so now Hisoka and him, they are now engaging in combat in an earnest death battle. So, will it actually be a death battle? I'm not too sure. Because I don't see Hisoka dying, but I don't see Chrollo dying either. I just don't. So, something may happen where this death battle is now postponed for whatever reason. And finally, when it comes to characterization, it's mainly for Chrollo. Now, nothing is new for Hisoka. Hisoka's the same old dude. He's the same dude, which is refreshing to see. Because it's been some time, honestly, since we've seen Hisoka's face. And Hisoka's weird, pervy, creepy face is refreshing in some way, shape, or form. It just is, alright? That's the way life is. Sue me. But the fact of the matter here is that he is still the same person, alright? He's still doing the same stuff, still using the bungee gum in crazy ways. I do like the way he fights. Alright? Honestly, I do love it. However, Chrollo has leveled up in a lot of respects. Not only when it comes to the amount of abilities that he's stolen via his Bandit Secret, but also he has attained a new ability, a bookmark that he calls Double Face. And the Double Face basically allows him to use 2 other Nen abilities. Now here's the key word, other. He can bookmark a certain page in his Bandit Secret, and then he can also open up a page with that Bandit Secret, and then he can use 2 abilities. But also, if he has the Double Face bookmark in a page, and he closes the book, he can still use the Stolen Nen power in that bookmark page. So now Chrollo can use both hands while he's fighting. So this, of course, ups his hand-to-hand combat game, which is already devastating as it is. So, Chrollo, he's been going around stealing certain abilities. He stole one called Sun and Moon. And Sun and Moon is basically, you have a positive side, you have a negative side, or vice versa. And when the hands come together, there's an explosion, which he used against Hisoka via the ref. So, he created an explosion by touching, like, the ref's left arm and, like, the ref's backside. And then the explosion came out of the ref's stomach. There was something strange about the blood that was coming his way, so Hisoka, by using the bungee gum on the ceiling, he dodged it. So of course Hisoka, as always, very perceptive. I love the way he uses that one ability. Like, Hisoka is a fucking master when it comes to using his ability. The bungee gum is ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. He's a master. He's honestly a master. This is gonna be insane. There's gonna be some jaw-dropping shit. But basically, right now, it's been like a warm-up session, alright? Someone's already died. The ref's already dead. And it's basically a warm-up session. Where right now, they're trying to feel each other out, you know, trying to get some rhythm here. And now they're gonna get serious. But the reason why I said, when it comes to his Double Face, he gains 2 other abilities, is because he already has 2 base abilities. He has the book itself, and then he has the Double Face itself. So essentially, he has 4 simultaneous powers going on at once. He has the book, Bandit Secret, then he has the Double Face bookmark, which then allows him, via the book and the bookmark, to use 2 other abilities. He can use 4 abilities. And here is Hisoka with just his wee little bungee gum. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I guess also in this sense, when it comes to characterization, we could also go to Shalnark, where which, again, because Shalnark, I'm not gonna say that Chrollo in the middle of the night, like, ambushed Shalnark and stole his powers and killed the dude. No. My guess here is, once again, because they are members of the Phantom Troop, and because he is the boss, Shalnark willingly gave his powers to Chrollo. Though I am going to lean more towards he lent his powers to Chrollo. He lent them. So it does show Shalnark's loyalty, despite the fact that Shalnark is not here. This does reaffirm the notion that Shalnark and the other members of the Phantom Troop, the actual members of the Phantom Troop, they are loyal to the head of the Phantom Troop, Chrollo, even if they have to sacrifice their nin powers. Possibly permanent, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. This chapter, and I'm done. This chapter was pretty damn cool. I can't deny it, all right? Again, my biggest problem here is the sudden shift of scenery, of events, where, again, we were all focused about the Dark Continent, going to the outskirts of the human world, the Princes of Kakin. You had all this stuff going on, and then boom, here, fight night. It's happening. Are you down? Are you ready? So that's my one biggest problem with the actual chapter, just its overall placement in the story. But the chapter in of itself was fucking awesome. And of course, it does lay out what has happened to Chrollo and a major battle is taking place in a freaking cool ass setting. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am done. The chapter rating is going to be a great plus. That is an 8.5 out of 10, and I'm done. So King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe. As always, peace. Have a nice goddamned day.